off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. They'll run for it with Fournette, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hey, Zoo. You got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Cadence goal.
Foles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They're going to try and throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Man, I got you. Kill.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota on his way to a historic performance. 4 first half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials,
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the run, it's Fournette. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On second down, here's Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, first down. Running it with Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check three, check three, check three. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it this time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. What a spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
It got his man complete. He's at the 30, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 25 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
2nd and 11. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 yards on the play, first down. And they'll be driven back here, losing 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? He's got a man complete. Give him 32 on the play. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Fournette, a 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. What we got? What we got? You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Go, go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Hey, box truck.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100. in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Mike 5-5.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He may try and run for this. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, time. Shift. Deuce.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Foles. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. To throw is Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now Foles completes it to Lee. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Foles. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down. Mariota here to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Fournette on the counter. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Guys